Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're taking a really fascinating journey into how Excalidraw, that popular digital whiteboarding tool, actually came to be. We're going to look at how it broke through some surprising design limitations from older tools, and maybe most importantly, what its creator, Christopher Shadow, learned about integrating AI successfully, especially LLMs.
Yeah, and our source material for this is, it's great. It comes straight from a talk Christopher himself gave. So our mission here is really to pull out the key insights from his experience, particularly around this evolving partnership between humans and AI in creative tools. It's quite a story. Accidental innovation, thoughtful integration. So let's get started. Okay, the origin story. It's classic, right? Active procrastination. It's January 2020. Christopher's at Facebook. Performance reviews are looming.
The worst time.
Exactly. And instead of writing feedback, he thinks, nope, last minute for that. Looks for something else, decides to write a blog post. Needs illustrations.
Right, and the tool he wanted, Zibble, it was down. Yeah. It was down.
Yeah.
Naturally, the next step in procrastination is re-implement the tool that's down.
Of course. Why not?
Opens a code sandbox, uses this library called rough.js, and basically puts together a demo.
And you know, what's interesting there is how solving that personal itch, that immediate problem, can sometimes spark something really big.
Absolutely. And what was really striking, Christopher mentioned this, was the instant public reaction.
Oh, yeah.
He puts this demo on Twitter, just a quick thing he hacked together. And it just blew up. Like 200 likes on the very first tweet. People were jumping in, commenting, clearly excited. It showed there was this real unmet need, even back then.
And the timing, I mean, looking back, it's almost eerie. January 2020.
Yeah.
Fast forward just a couple of months. March 2020, COVID hits.
Suddenly, everyone's working from home.
Everyone's working from home. And this tool he built for blog pictures,
Yeah.
suddenly it's relevant for online whiteboarding.
He was confused at first, apparently. Like, why are people using my blog tool for meetings? Right. But then he figured something crucial out about why Excalidraw was clicking when other tools weren't. What was that?
Well, that's the core insight, really. He looked at the existing online whiteboarding tools and realized they had this fundamental flaw. They were basically just copying the physical limitations of real whiteboards.
Physical limitations. Okay, what do you mean? Like, give me an example.
Sure. Think about a real whiteboard in a room.
Yeah.
It's got edges, right? A fixed size.
Yeah, you run out of space.
Exactly. And early online tools, they did the same thing. Fixed canvases. If your diagram got too big, well, tough luck. Excalidraw, though, infinite scrollable canvas. It broke free from that physical boundary. It was a digital-first solution.
Okay, that makes sense. What else?
Well, drawing text on a physical board, or even trying to draw letters with a mouse. It's awful.
Oh, yeah. Terrible.
You're tracing every curve. Excalidraw just added a simple text box. Type with your keyboard.
Seems obvious now.
It does now.
Yeah.
But it was a breakthrough then. And erasing, too. Pixel erasers versus just select the object, hit delete.
Much cleaner.
Way cleaner. Or drawing perfect shapes. Try drawing a perfect circle freehand.
Forget it.
Right. Excalidraw had shape tools. And the big one, copy pasting, fundamental online behavior. Can't do that on a physical whiteboard.
No, definitely not.
Excalidraw made it easy. So it was all about shedding those physical limitations and thinking digitally.
And that's the connection he makes to today, right? He explicitly compares that shift from physical thinking to virtual thinking for whiteboards to where we are now with AI.
Exactly.
We need to figure out the AI native way, not just, sprinkle AI features onto old workflows.
Precisely. And that's where his philosophy on AI integration really comes into play. Basically, resist the urge to just ship every cool AI model you find. He warns against shipping all of the random models. Only ship the ones you genuinely feel are adding something valuable to the product. Otherwise, he says, the experience can actually get way worse.
Okay, so discipline is key.
Yeah.
Did he share examples of things they tried that didn't make the cut?
Oh, yeah. He talked about a failed attempt first. They had this machine learning model.
Yeah.
Pretty cool tech.
What did it do?
It took an Excalidraw diagram. Say, you draw a simple palm tree and a sun.
Okay.
And it would generate a realistic image, like a photorealistic beach scene.
Wow, okay. That sounds impressive.
Technically, yeah. He said it was mind-blowing, but it failed.
Why?
Because, as he put it, people do not actually draw realistic images on Excalidraw.
The user context.
Exactly. It didn't fit how people actually use the tool. The tech was amazing, but it didn't solve a real user problem within that context. It's a huge lesson.
Yeah, that really highlights knowing your users. It sounds obvious when you say it like that, but I bet it's easy to get seduced by the tech.
Incredibly easy, especially now with new models popping up constantly. That's why his focus on value is so important. They also tried something else that didn't quite work, using LLMs to directly generate the Excalibur diagrams themselves.
Like type flowchart for login process and get a diagram.
Sort of, yeah, but the results were just bad. He said they had no resemblance to what was intended. It just wasn't reliable enough as a direct one-shot solution.
Okay, so direct generation failed, realistic image generation failed. What did work? Where did they find that successful human AI partnership?
Right, this is the really interesting part. The breakthrough came with Mermaid.js integration.
Mermaid.js, that's a way to describe diagrams using text, right?
Exactly. It's a syntax like flowchart, LRA to B engineer. Simple text describes the diagram structure.
Okay.
So what they did successfully was use LLMs to generate that Mermaid.js syntax. The LLM is good at outputting structured text like that.
Ah, so the AI generates the code, not the visual directly.
Precisely. Then Excalibur built a backend system that takes that Mermaid.js text and converts it into actual native Excalibur components. Shapes, arrows, text boxes.
Okay, now that's clever. So it's not just a static image the AI spits out.
No, and that's the magic. That's the partnership. The AI generates maybe 90% like what you want, as Christopher puts it.
Right.
But the crucial part is it's fully editable Excalibur elements.
So you can tweak it.
Exactly. You, the user, get this great starting point, and then you can start modifying the layout. You can move things around, add colors, change texts. You make it yours.
It's not a finished product from the AI, it's a collaborator.
It's a collaborator. It gets you most of the way there, handling the tedious part, and then human refinement, human creativity takes over for that last 10%. That seems to be the sweet spot they found.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Are there other AI things they're doing or planning?
Yeah, a few others he mentioned that fit this philosophy. Automatic document naming.
Oh, that's useful.
Right. LLMs are great at summarizing content. So instead of calling everything untitled, it suggests a relevant name based on what you drew, removes that little bit of friction.
Nice.
They're also working on AI-generated illustrations, specifically for things like infographics and slides. That's an alpha, he said.
Okay.
And one he's personally passionate about. Background removal for logos.
Yes, the eternal struggle.
Isn't it? He basically put out a call to action for AI engineers like, please build a good browser-based model for this so we can integrate it, because it's a pain point he feels personally.
I hope someone takes him up on that. So summing up the AI journey then, what are the big takeaways?
Well, I think there are three key things from Christopher's experience here. First, we really are in an AI native moment in product design. Just like that shift from physical to virtual whiteboards, we need to think about how AI fundamentally changes things, not just bolts it on.
Okay. Rethink the fundamentals.
Second, the absolute importance of only shipping AI that genuinely adds value and helps users, resisting the hype, being user-centric.
Critically important.
And third, that practical insight. LLMs love structure. If you can frame your problem in a structured way, like a domain-specific language like Mermaid.js, LLMs are much more likely to give you useful output that your system can then work with, turning it into something editable and useful for the human.
That's a really powerful insight. What a story. From, dodging performance reviews to building this incredibly popular tool and now navigating the AI waves so thoughtfully, it really underscores how crucial understanding your users and your product's real purpose is. So for you listening, what's the biggest thing that stands out to you from this deep dive into Excalibur?
And maybe here's a thought to leave you with. If this successful model for human-AI partnership really is about the AI getting us, say, 90% of the way there, and our role becomes perfecting that last 10%, adding the nuance, the creativity, the specific intent, what new skills or maybe what new mindsets do you think you'll need to cultivate to really thrive in that kind of collaborative future?